So a packed arena here in Istora Senayan, the venue of so many great sporting occasions, especially in the world of badminton. They staged the World Championships 3 times, the first ever Sudirman Cup, 7 Thomas Cups and 5 Uber Cups in this very arena. Well, we're about to see an Indonesian talent in the men's singles because it's Anthony Sinisuka GINTING who beat the reigning Olympic champion yesterday for the 2nd time in 2 weeks. Today he's up against the number 6 seed CHOU Tien Chen from Chinese Taipei. Now, as far as the men's singles draw is concerned, well, we only had 6 seeds at the start of the tournament because 2 Indian players withdrew. Pranoy, the 2014 winner, and Srikanth, number 2 seed, and beaten finalist in 2015, both never competed. Lin Dan, the 2-time Olympic champion, number 5 seed, lost in the very first round, which meant by quarter-finals we only had 3 seeds left and only 1 in the top half of the draw, and that's former world number 1 Song-Wan Ho. In the bottom half of the draw, as you can see, Anthony GINTING against CHOU Tien Chen means that we have 4 semi-finalists from 4 different nations, and that's the first time it's ever happened here at the Indonesian Masters in the men's singles discipline. It's also the first time it's happened this year on the World Tour, and this, of course, is the 3rd World Tour event. Incidentally, we only had 4 different players from 4 different nations in the men's singles. That only happened 3 times throughout the 12 Super Series tournaments last year, so it really is a rarity, and it's wonderful that it's happened here as the home fans welcome this new young star from Indonesia, Anthony Sinisuka GINTING. And his opponent, the delightful CHOU Tien Chen of Chinese Taipei, the number 6 seed, celebrated his birthday 19 days ago, making his 2nd appearance here at the Indonesia Masters. First time was 7 years ago when he lost in the first round to Mohamed Arif Abdul Latif in 3 games. He is a completely different player nowadays. He's a regular top 10 player. In fact, he's been as high as 4 on the world rankings. Now, this will be the 4th time that these 2 players have met each other. And of the previous 3, it is actually the young Indonesian who has won 2 of them. But the last time they played, it was CHOU Tien Chen who won, which was in the first round of last year's All England Championships. It was 2 straight games, 21-10, 21-14 in 38 minutes. Well, victory over the 2-time former world champion and the reigning Olympic champion yesterday, Anthony GINTING. Really made his breakthrough last year when he reached the final and then won of his first ever international tournament event, which was the Korean Super Series. Born in Cimahi, which is just west of Bandung, 21 years of age, down from his highest ever ranking. That was at the end of November last year. Spent 7 weeks as world number 13. Making his 5th consecutive appearance here at the Indonesia Masters, and this is his 2nd semi-final. He was semi-finalist in 2015, Anthony GINTING. And there are his results so far. Wong Mun Ki in the first round, then in the 2nd round, Wang Cholon of Thailand, who was the man who put out Lin Dan in the very first round, and then yesterday that thrilling encounter with the Olympic champion. Hour and 7 minutes for that 3-game victory. So to the number 6 seed, CHOU Tien Chen, who, as I say, celebrated a birthday 19 days ago, 28 years of age now, has been as high as 4. So last year, 3 finals for him. He won the German Grand Prix Gold, his home Grand Prix Gold event, and was beaten in the final of the India Super Series. And the India Open, of course, is next week in this new calendar. Well, he's twice been taken the full distance in the first round against the qualifier, Lucas Corvet of France, another Frenchman in the second round, Brice Levades. And yesterday's quarter-final 3-game victory, coming from a game down, meant that he has recorded his 6th straight win over Hans Christian Wittinghus. So our court officials for this one. Well, this is not the information I've been given, but I can tell you that is Emmanuel Herbutze in the service judge chair. I can tell you that the umpire is Doruni Masongpong of Thailand. Now we've got that cleared up.
Ready. Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, CHOU Tien Chen, Chinese Taipei. And on my left, Sinisuka GINTIng, Indonesia.
Well, just listen to the reception there
Sinisuka GINTIng to
for the young Indonesian, Anthony
Play.
Sinisuka GINTIng. Well, he didn't have the best of tournaments last week, this man. CHOU Tien Chen was the number 6 seed in Kuala Lumpur at the Malaysia Masters, lost to another very talented youngster from Indonesia, Jonathan Christie, in 2 straight games. Oh, yes, that's a super angle. Well, both of these players, exceptionally good movers around the court. Both very quick. Both use the power of the legs to keep a low centre of gravity. Crouch, low movement, which they then explode into action. Injection of pace to get to the shuttle quickly.
2-all.
Yeah, remember the drift. Shuttle flying faster towards the far end of the courts, towards GINTIng at the moment.
So it's over. 3-all.
Well, I always think it's quite difficult for a player who has a big win. And, of course, when he saw the draw, Anthony GINTIng probably built himself up with the hope that he would be playing against Chen Long and wanted to defeat the Olympic champion in front of his home fans. But having achieved that, you need to refocus. But all the build-up in your own mind prior to the tournament is towards that match against Chen Long. Yeah, clever tactical play from CHOU Tien Chen. Pushing his opponent to the back, bringing him forward. Missed it. Oh, my goodness, good defence. Oh! And then a sensational cross-court net shot from CHOU Tien Chen. Well, you won't see better than that, I can assure you. Look, first of all, look at this defence. That's amazing. And then a top spin, cross-court, that bounces off the top of the tape and lands perfectly for a cross-court net shot. Sensational. Oh, he's only just missed that. It was the same sort of little... What was that? Little top spin? Almost just seemed to brush the racket head around the shuttle. Take a look at this. Yes, that's amazing. Go short. Oh, good defence. Good rally. Well, I think that may be the longest rally of the match so far. Yes, indeed it was. just long. Oh, there's a challenge here from CHOU Tien Chen.
CHOU Tien Chen challenges.
Well, he's hitting with the drift, and it's the far back line. I wonder if that's a little foolhardy to challenge that call. Well, we're about to find out. Yeah, it was long. Much to the delight of the home fans. Well done, line judge.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. Service over.
Well, both these players had quarterfinals that lasted over the hour mark. So as far as fatigue is concerned, they should be both about the same. Now that was a tired-looking shot to me from CHOU Tien Chen.
8-10.
Oh, that's landed in as well. There's a sideways drift as well.
9-10.
And that perhaps brought back in. So now just 1 point in it. Good net shot. That's a fabulous lift. Oh. Well, I think I would have been tempted to challenge that one more than the previous one. Oh, difficult to tell from that angle. Oof, my goodness, that was close. But I think the line judge probably got it right. I think it was just a fraction long. But it means that on a run of 5 straight points, Anthony Ginting has the advantage at the mid-game interval. 11 minutes into the match. What a good comeback. So CHOU Tien Chen, who looked to be cruising when he was 10-6 up, has got an awful lot to think about right now. He's gone well on, no question of that.
12-10.
So it's actually 6 straight points now for Anthony Ginting. 7 straight points. What on earth has happened to CHOU Tien Chen?
13-10.
Well, the run comes to an end, but that run of 7 straight points really has put a different complexion and a different feel to this opening game.
11-13.
It's a cheap point for CHOU Tien Chen. Brilliant. It was the little holds and deceptive block that really did the damage in that rally. No, it was before that. Missed it. Wow, wow, wow.
15-12.
Well, I said a few moments ago, I thought the players should have equal fatigue because the length of their quarterfinals yesterday, CHOU Tien Chen was 1 hour and 4 minutes, Anthony Ginting 1 hour and 7 minutes. But right now, it is the number 6 seed from Taipei, this man who looks the tarder of the two. Oh, super. What a rally. Oh, my goodness. Well, he dived too early. He was already on the floor when he was trying to play the shot. Oh, well, there's certainly no lack of effort, is there? Well, it equals the longest rally. Another rally of 28 shots.
Service over. 14-16.
Oh, well taken. Well, I was talking yesterday when Ginting was playing against Chen Long of his poise and balance when he's playing the shot and his desire to take the shuttle early. He plays a wonderful net shot, and he did on that occasion, stood his ground and leapt to make the kill.
Service over. 17-14.
Oh, that's good angle. Oh, that may have been going wide. This is brilliant. Great defence from CHOU Tien Chen.
Service
using those powerful legs to get the shuttle back time and time again. It's going wide and long.
15.
Well, once again, quick forward to try and make the kill. Ginting. This man has got a wonderful defence. Look at this reaction here. Look at that. He wasn't even watching the shuttle as he played that defensive shot. Great spatial awareness. Super. Yeah, Indonesian coaches, something about the net play. Yeah, when you move towards the shuttle, and your racket carriage is high, so you're coming above the shuttle, you've got so many options. You can play the fast push, or you can play the block, as Anthony Ginting did on that occasion. So 2 points away from this opening game.
19-16.
Oh, delightful, delightful. Game point opportunities. It looks as if he's going to lift it. And CHOU Tien Chen was already backpedaling. Strong opening game to Anthony Sinisuka GINTIng. 21-16 in a little over 20 minutes of play. From 6-10 down in that first game. And that run of 7 straight points, that really made the difference. This, the final rally, the defensive shot from CHOU Tien Chen, taken with the drift and taken well long of that back line. So opening game, 21-16 in 20 minutes.
Kamu yang nafsu, rugi, jangan. Kamu mesti simpel dulu main. Ya, ya toh. Waktu kamu dorong, pasti dorong. Jadi kamu jangan paksa ambil. Ya. Jadi kuncinya kamu mesti lebih ulet, lebih sabar menunggu kesempatan. 2 kali kamu nembak dia bisa dapat. Kenapa? Karena kamu tembak kanan, kamu tembak kiri, kirinya nggak bisa. Dirubah ya. Kalau kanan dia udah otomatis gitu. Ya.
So 1 game to the good. A young Indonesian star in the making. Anthony Sinisuka GINTIng. That's a great recovery. Oh, and that's followed up by an even better defensive shot from the number 6 seed, CHOU Tien Chen. Gone long. Well, CHOU Tien Chen actually making tournament history today because he's the first player from Chinese Taipei in the semi-final of the men's singles discipline here at the Indonesia Masters. We have had a player from his country in the women's singles final. That was the first ever Indonesian Masters, 2010, Cheng Xiaoxie. Lost to a 15-year-old CHOU Tien. Oh, that's gone wrong. Just wide, but what a difference this new tournament structure and the new status of the Indonesia Masters being a Super 500 event. Now, if you want to try and relate that to the old structure, that is equivalent, I believe, to a Super Series. And what we've got now, instead of having 2 levels of Super Series, we used to have the ordinary Super Series and the Premier Super Series. We now have 3 levels of what used to be termed the Super Series, but of course now we've got this new tournament structure. It's all much easier to follow, in my opinion. All the way from Super 100 events, which were the old Grand Prix events, Super 300, which were the old Grand Prix Gold events, and now these 3 levels of what used to be called Super Series, and it's all gathered to one in one structure, so very much more simple to follow. Good defense. Yeah. Well, he did make a very good start to the opening game as well, did CHOU Tien Chen. He was 9-4 up at one stage. Just long. Oh, there's a challenge here from CHOU. He thinks the drift may have kept that in. Here we go. What does Hawkeye say? No, the Hawkeye says it's clearly out. It's always very, very dangerous, I think, to challenge on the far back line from where the player is, because you really can't see that far. But it's very good that we have the challenge system, because it means that players are settled in their own minds.
3-6, play.
They have the opportunity to challenge, and whether they're right or wrong, they know that it's all done by computer, the tracking system of the shuttle.
7-3.
Just as it's done in tennis and now in football with the goal line technology. Oh, that's a great clear. Missed it. No, that would be disappointing from his perspective, because he got Ginting way out of position with that backhand and then fails to convert. terrible indecision there from Anthony Ginting.
Service over. 8-5.
Suddenly realised and remembered the drift, and I think it was definitely going to land in. Going to leave it, yeah, it's definitely landing in. He was right to try and play it. Yeah. Well worked by CHOU Tien Chen.
5.
Oh, great shots. Oh, indecision again. That's a very good rally. Very good rally.
10-5.
Yeah, CHOU Tien Chen now able to make what my colleague, Steve Peterson, would say make the court bigger, because he's able to play right to the back of the court, as he did in that rally once again.
5 interval.
And he's got a 6-point advantage, the number 6 seed here at the mid-game interval of the second game. Ginting having taken the first, though. Yeah, there's the hold and flick again, right to the back of the court, and forces the error. So it would appear in this semi-final the ends are making a big difference within the match. Yeah, nothing played to the back of the court from Ginting. Everything going in a downward direction or back to the net. Still, nothing hit to the back. First shot to the back of the court from the Indonesian. Second. Well, this has got to be the longest rally of the match so far, surely.
Service over. 13-6.
Yes, indeed, by some considerable margin. 41 shots. Well taken. Immediately apologises.
14-6.
Hovering. Ready to pounce. Well, very much looking as if we may be treated to a third and deciding game. Yeah, he's so afraid of hitting long of that back line. That was woefully short. Yes, and the crowd here have fallen a little silent, haven't they? Oh, here we go, trying to raise their man. Clapping the thunder sticks. Short. Oh, guess the right side, CHOU Tien Chen. Just beaten by the pace. Look at that wonderful net shot. Look at his balance and poise as he was lunging forward. That's why he's got such good net play. Never say never. Had a run of 7 straight points in the opening game. Anthony Ginting. There's only 7 points the deficit right now. Just going to go long. Oh, super. And again. Great rally. Oh, sensational. Well, Anthony Ginting working so hard in that rally. And left completely stranded in the end. Had the strings gone in his racket? Yes, they had. Yeah, knew there was no point in running because the probability of him being able to control the next shot, having broken the strings, was virtually zero. It's an unfortunate time for that to happen, just when he felt he was on a bit of a run.
Test the racket.
They're just trying out the new racket. Very much a courtesy amongst the players.
Service over. 17-10.
Yeah, weathered the storm there, CHOU Tien Chen. Lovely defensive play. Defensive play, of course, we're in the early stages of that rally.
Service over. 11-18.
Oh, that's nice. What a super angle.
Service
Ginting, it has to be said, that
19,
lift once
11.
again a little short. He's hit so many long of the back line, he's gone the other way now and hitting them all short.
Service over. 12-19. CHOU Tien Chen, Master.
Oh, yes. All about angle and placement.
Service over. 20, game point, 13.
Good tactical awareness too. Look at that. So, game point opportunity. And only needed the one. It's one game all. CHOU Tien Chen taking the second game pretty comfortably. 21-13. So one game all and everything to play for. And I suspect in the ends are going to have a significant part in the outcome of this semi-final. 41 minutes into the match, and it's one game all. I suppose from Anthony Ginting's point of view, he's got to try desperately to have the advantage at the change of ends, and a big enough advantage that the second half of this deciding game, when he's the worst end as far as these singles players are concerned to play from, and that he has enough of an advantage just to hang on in order to cross the finish line first. And if you're a CHOU Tien Chen fan, you'll be hoping he actually has the lead and then can push home after the mid-game interval. That's a wonderful net shot, isn't it? lift got deflected by hitting the top of the tape.
Service over. 1-2.
Well, if we look back on Super Series events, CHOU Tien Chen has been in 3 finals, winning 1 of them, the 2014 French. His opponents, 1 final, 1 title, the Korean Open last year. In fact, that was his first ever final, including international challenger events, international series, future series events.
Service over.
Nothing like starting with one of the
3-1.
majors. That's a great backhand defence, isn't it? Oh, a little bit of trickery, but good sideways drift has taken it wide from right to left as we look down on the court. It was a super idea, and Anthony Ginting had gone in completely the wrong direction.
Service over. 2-4.
That's nice. Oh, look at the reaction from CHOU Tien Chen.
3-4.
Facially, he rarely gives much away about his feelings. But there, the clenched fist and the little yell in celebration. Both using the body smash. Oh yeah, that's going in. Indecision from CHOU Tien Chen, costing him dear. Disguise on that. Just the roll of the racket head, creating the deception. Watch his racket head here. Oh, the Danes call that a windscreen wiper shot. And you can clearly see why. Well, a collective gasp of disappointment all the way around the Istora Senayan. Just wide. And all of a sudden, just 1 point in it. Oh, well taken. He's hovering, ready to pounce. So back level, 7-all. Missed it. Yeah, that was a tired-looking shot to me. Hadn't really worked the opening in the rally. And when you start going for winners too early on, that's, to me, always a sign of fatigue. This is an important point. Oh! And what a terrific defensive shot from Anthony Ginting off the right hip. As the smash went down from CHOU Tien Chen, I thought to myself how clever. The jamming smash. But Ginting, absolutely equal, comes out with a sensational defensive shot. And I suspect that's the longest rally of this deciding game so far. Oh, that's just incredible. That really is. A net cord followed by a net cord. Absolutely terrific. Yeah, what's upsetting the fans here? Go on. So it's a 2-point advantage for Anthony Sinisuka GINTING as the players change ends in this final game. Well, is that enough of an advantage to see home now that he's got the least preferred end to play? Well, the last pieces of advice from both sets of coaches. Now it's down to the two men on court. Sensational. The fans absolutely love it. That is a magnificent angle. Look at that. Brought to his knees, CHOU Tien Chen, physically and metaphorically.
12-9.
Well, this is where CHOU Tien Chen's got to stay mentally tough. He knows he's got the better ends. He cannot afford to give away points like that with unforced errors. The next 3 or 4 rallies, I think, are absolutely crucial to the outcome of this right now. This is massive. Yeah. And the fans sense what I sense, the importance of that rally. 36 shots, second longest rally of the match, and at this crucial stage. Yeah, big smiles on most of those faces. Yeah, colourful fans, aren't they, always here in Jakarta? Makes this venue so special. Oof. I thought he may have touched the net. Oh, this is just unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh, clever. Oh. Well, this is just getting better and better. What a match. Look at the effort there from Anthony Ginting. We're a minute shy of the hour mark in this wonderful men's singles semi-final. And still, it's desperately difficult to call. No questioning the desire from both men. That's a good angle. he's challenged in all 3 games now, and he's not been right once so far. CHOU Tien Chen. I'm not sure he's right on that either. I'm at an angle to the court, so I haven't got the best of views. Here we go. What does Hawkeye say? Plumb on the line. Much to the delight of the home fans. Four-point cushion once again for Anthony Ginting. He hasn't challenged once in this match so far. Very well anticipated. As soon as CHOU Tien Chen turned to play the high backhand from deep in court. Look, he's taken that early, forced CHOU to take the backhand. And Ginting was just ready and waiting for that pop shot. And a skip towards the shuttle to pick it up quickly from this man, sensing his opponent is tired. CHOU wants the shuttle changed as we watch that again. Look, he's jogging towards the shuttle to pick it up, sending a psychological message to CHOU Tien Chen. I'm still full of running. Let's go on. Again, he skips back to his serve position. That's a lovely net shot. It's going wide. 2 points away from a second career tournament final. Well, it's a mountain to climb now for CHOU Tien Chen. And that gives match point opportunities to Anthony Ginting. And that's gone wide. Anthony Ginting, the 21-year-old Indonesian, in front of his home fans, reaches a second career tournament final. His first at the Korean Open last year, he won. What a performance by this youngster. Following up his great win yesterday against the Olympic champion Chen Long. Follows it up today, beating the number 6 seed CHOU Tien Chen in 3 thrilling games. 21-12 in the deciding game. The smile, the victory, and a final awaits tomorrow. 21-16, 13-21, 21-12 in the deciding game.